course, it's been a topsy-turvy day. If you joined us on Habibi Power Hour this week, you would know that. And we're in for a real barn burner of a week here when it comes to the list. Before we get into that, we have a major announcement. A major announcement. And it comes from President Donald J. Trump, our 45th president. Before we get into it, let me pause the music here and we can actually just beautifully watch the teaser here.
America needs a superhero.
I said to one of my buddies, major announcement, what? I actually didn't even see that superhero bit, but I thought to myself, what is he going to do? Is he going to announce he's going to run for super president? That must be insane, right? He already announced he's running for president. What else could he do? Now, well, maybe running mate, right? Maybe some policy items, maybe cabinet picks. I have no idea. And this is what he ended up announcing. Drum roll, please. Let's take, that's the major announcement. Can I get, is there video of that? There's got to be video about it, right? Hold on. I know there's video of it. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. This is Donald Trump. Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington, with an important announcement to make. I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Here's one of the best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have. Or golf with you and a group of your friends at one of my beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful. I'm also doing Zoom calls, a one-on-one meeting, autographing memorabilia, and so much more. We're doing a lot. My official Trump digital trading cards are $99, which doesn't sound like very much for what you're getting. Buy one and you will join a very exclusive community. It's my community, and I think it's something you're going to like, and you're going to like it a lot. They also make perfect gifts. So you can buy them with your credit card or crypto. All you need is an email address. Go to collecttrumpcards.com and buy your Trump digital trading cards right now before they are all gone, and they will be gone. This is my first official Trump trading card NFT collection, and you get a chance to meet me. Go to collecttrumpcards.com right now, and remember, Christmas is coming, and this makes a great Christmas gift.
Nope.
I know what I'm getting the wife.
Purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
So I said that, what is he going to announce? He's running for super president, and lo and behold, I was right. Because this shit slaps so hard. Super hard. I'm impressed by the audacity to just launch an NFT. Very few people can do that, and yeah, very few people can do that. I'm just trying to think of the audience, the terminally online MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, who are getting in on this, saying, yes, this is exactly what I want. Master Thief saying this is cringe. Well, you know, maybe it's good he's dropping it now because people will probably forget in another year. I don't know who his advisors are. I don't know what they're telling him, but the economy isn't great there, Don. It's not great. And asking people to spend $99 for a digital trading card. I'm not going to say that's a Biden-esque move, but it's a Biden-esque move. Very, very bizarre. But that's not what we're entirely reacting to. Of course, I can't list Truth Social posts. That's kind of outside the realm, outside the scope of the list, okay? So what we're going to do instead is we're gonna before we get into the list, Fuzzy says suspend Suraj. We should suspend Suraj. Get to that in just a moment here. But there is actually, in the same day, and I don't know, again, whoever his advisors are, he releases his free speech platform on the same day that he makes this major announcement about his NFTs. How is it possible that he didn't do the NFTs and why not switch the two? Why not do that? Right? Now we get like a 7-minute video of Trump explaining his
If we don't have free
he's explaining his free speech platform. So let's just take it in.
speech, then we just don't have a free country. If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens.
All right, this is already bullshit because I know for a fact every single federal agency is just not going to observe or respect this executive order. You can't solely govern by executive order. And he's behind the, look, I saw this tweet from Mike Cernovich, and for the longest time I never really agreed with Mike Cernovich, but more and more as he's been agreeing with the position of embracing Sharia law in America, I've looked at him in a different lens. There is a Cernovich tweet about him embracing Sharia. I'll find it here for you in a second. But what's interesting is that he said something about how Trump has, Cernovich has been talking about this stuff since 2017. He's been sounding the alarm, and no one was listening to him. And he was saying that Trump is just so reactive and behind the ball. It's like 5 years, 6 years too late. And coming out with these positions now, 2 years after he was president, doesn't really sit well with people like him, and I'm sure a lot of other people who are clamoring for free speech on the internet. But let's continue. Let's continue watching.
I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses. To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters, and we have to do this right now, to the Biden administration, the Biden campaign, and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship. Third, upon my inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230.
Okay, so obviously the Section 230 is a tough one, considering that now we're seeing on the other side how like organizations like Twitter have operated and censored information. I pause at the thought of letting government continue even more regulation of this stuff, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's just keep watching, react after.
If they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination, we should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interference
Literally all of them
in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support.
That's literally every single university in the country, Donnie. You're not, that's never gonna fly.
For a period of 5 years and maybe more. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year calling-off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data. Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted, no matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal. In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an unmanipulated stream of information if they so choose. The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we'll begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America.
Okay, so that was Trump's free speech platform, which, look, I get if you care about free speech, that you would obviously do everything that you can to preserve it. I don't think more regulation is the answer. Agree to disagree, Donnie. Here's what Mike Cernovich tweeted in response to this free speech platform, or free speech plan. He says, quote, Trump was POTUS and had 4 years free speech plan. I got into a lot of trouble in 2017 when I kept yelling at people how important this stuff was. It's 2022 and Trump is finally 5 years behind the curve. No thanks. We need visionary leadership, not playing catch up. One of the things that conservatives get a lot of flack for is that they're very reactive and they're not proactive. And it is valid criticism. Because show me the lie. Fuzzy says these camera angle changes are ridiculous. I think he means on the Trump video. They're a little bit wild, a little bit nuts. But I got to show you this. Here's Mike Cernovich in September 2020 says, if the choice is between cuties or Sharia law, then assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. And here I am, right below it, saying, alhamdulillah, here we go again. I respect the hustle. I respect it, Mike. I honestly, look, and I'm seeing this in the chat, is that if you're going to get the government to do anything on this, good luck. They aren't going to do shit. This entire Republican caucus in the House and Senate is worthless. Worthless. They're worthless. They don't know what they're doing.